On this week's episode of Tight Loops, Tight Lines, join Kastine and Terry as they head out to the wilderness of Newfoundland, hunting for Kastine's moose. They will be joined by Kastine's hunting partner and brother, Rob Coleman.
We're switching gears today and we are heading for a moose hunt. So salmon season is just coming to an end. We've got a couple tags to fill this year. Both myself and Terry have a moose license. So we are out on the road today and we're just going to go look for some moose and see what's around.
It's a beautiful fall day here in Newfoundland, so Terry and I head out to do some scouting. We see good sign right away in the bog where a moose has been lying down. Moose spend a lot of time in the bogs here overnight as there's plenty of food for them. Now the plan today is not to shoot a moose, but to see if there's any around for when Rob gets here in a few days. We're nearing the end of the rut, so time is valuable. If it ends before Rob gets here, at least we'll have an idea of where there were some bulls around. As night falls, we can hear a bull calling back to us, but he doesn't show himself. It's day 2. Terry and I make our way back to the same bog where we were calling last night. We spot a cow moose right away on the edge of the bog. We get into position and start calling to see if there's a bull close by. A second later, I get a text from my brother Rob, who's on his way over for the hunt. A bull responds to Terry's call. I freeze. I can't take a moose right now if Rob is this close to arriving. He would miss the hunt completely. An 8-hour drive for nothing. I let the bull walk away. He came right to the call. Now, if you remember our first hunting show in season 1, I was dead set on getting a younger bull. I passed up on a really good moose and was left without meat for the winter. I knew this was the chance I was taking when I let him walk away. Last year, Rob and Terry hunted together and took down a bull before I could meet up with them, so I was left out. So we're going to try our best to find a balance here, to get a moose and to share the hunt. Let's just hope it doesn't backfire. The best thing I can think of to get my mind off that moose is to go looking for mushrooms and cook up a little lunch. Hedgehog mushrooms have spiky undersides like hedgehog quills. When you cook them, they have an earthy flavor. These, along with winter chanterelles, are found in the forests here this time of year. The winter chanterelles have a delicate, peppery taste and yellow, tube-like stems. You'll want to carefully harvest these mushrooms, ensuring that they are correctly identified and in good condition for consumption.
We're taking a little break from hunting right now. We hunted this morning and now we're just having a little cook up. We found some hedgehog mushrooms and some winter chanterelles, so I'm just gonna make a pot of soup. And you know, what better way to spend an afternoon than with a little cook up in the woods. A couple of hedgehogs. These are the winter chanterelles. Nice golden stems on them.
I'm going to roughly chop up these mushrooms and throw them in a pot with some butter and just get that going. While that's cooking away, I'll cut up an onion, And then I've got some garlic to go in there, which I'll peel and chop, cooking until the onions are soft. I'm going to add a cube of chicken stock and some water to the pot, along with a few sprigs of fresh thyme. Once that boils for a few minutes, I'll add some fresh cream, let it simmer, and then add cracked pepper and salt to taste.
Oh my god, that's good. It doesn't need salt, it's perfect.
On the way back to the truck, we see some fresh tracks and walk around the corner to see a cow and a calf. They didn't seem to be too bothered by us. I think they could tell I had a bull-only license. It was great to see some moose around. That was 4 today. Thank you to our sponsor, Coleman's, a Newfoundland-based, family-run, independent grocery store established in 1934. It's the 3rd day of our hunt. My brother Rob made it to town last night, so this morning we're up bright and early trying to make the most of the day. It's foggy and cold. Smoke from the wildfires on the mainland moved in overnight, blocking the sun, so there's not much light today. We head straight back to the place where we called out that bull yesterday morning, but there's not a sound coming back at us from the woods. Moose are not native to Newfoundland. The first moose were brought here from New Brunswick in the early 1900s. It's a lean, healthy source of protein, and it's been a part of our culinary heritage for generations. If you've watched our other episodes, I'm sure you've seen us cook with it on the river, making stew, burgers, and sausages. Though we saw 4 moose here yesterday, only 1 was a bull. After a few hours without him answering our call, we decide to head out and change location. I grab a handful of Labrador tea leaves to keep in my pocket. You can always find some on the bogs around here, and they're great for smoky days like this to help with asthma. We found a new location with a promising sign of moose. Lots of tracks. We're just going to throw some calls out here to see if there's anything close. The wind is up, so we position ourselves for the best chance if something comes out, but we really can't hear much with the wind. We've been sitting on this bog for 4 hours now. And that was it. He caught our wind.
16 points. There he is down there. That's the one. Don't shoot. No, that's too far.
With the bull reappearing at 250 yards and a setting sun covered in smoke, we just couldn't risk the shot. That is absolutely heartbreaking. The wind was coming across us, we didn't hear him coming, and when we saw him, it was too late. Neither of us could move. We never expected him to come from that direction, as he should have smelled us. It's not often a big moose makes a mistake like that.
Yeah, I couldn't see. All I could see was his eyes and his antlers, and that was it.
Go down here and come up. You gotta come back. We'll get him.
It is early morning on day 4 of our hunt. We're heading back to the same bog we were in last night, hoping yesterday's big moose will show himself again. It's another foggy, smoky morning with low visibility. But there's a lot of fresh sign this morning, which is great. And needless to say, we'll be looking in all directions. We searched for the big bull, but just couldn't find him.
There's moose tracks everywhere here in the bog. You can see this was a really big one, just came through. Nice big space between his toes and a big space between his footsteps, which is pretty nice. And that's the moose we're looking for. But even though there's lots of tracks, we could not find him this morning, so we'll go move a little bit and see what we can do.
It is mid-morning when we head to another location. Rob will be going back to St. John's tomorrow morning, so this is our last chance to hunt together for the season. No pressure, right? We make our way along the edge of another bog and call for a bit. A cow and a young bull quickly make their way along the edge of the bog and into the trees. We watch them for a bit. An ATV is coming down the road, so we don't bother trying to call the bull out. They hear it too, and freeze. Then the cow pulls up and aggressively tries to stop the bull from walking any closer to the noise. He listens, and as the machine passes by, they bolt into the cover of the forest. We hunt hard for the rest of the afternoon, heading down roads that hadn't seen tire tracks all day. Those roads taking us down Serpentine Valley through some of the most beautiful country on the island. We're incredibly lucky to be able to hunt and explore here in Newfoundland, staring at backdrops that still take my breath away. Just before heading home, we spot another cow, but there isn't a bull anywhere to be seen. This has been a great 4 days hunting, and I'm so happy that I got to spend a couple of days with my brother. He's heading back to his family early tomorrow, trying to get ahead of the snow that's coming. So I guess it's up to us now. With Rob gone home and the rut seemingly over, I fear that we'll end this year without a freezer full of moose. So we head out again before the storm hits.
We've been over here for a little while now, and we haven't been able to see anything, we haven't heard a sound, but we've been glassing over straight across the valley, and we can see a couple of moose over there. There's 2 moose for sure. And there's a road that can get us a little bit closer. So we are going to head over, going to get back in the truck and try to bring us in a little bit closer to where they are. And then, I don't know, see if we can track them.
The wind is good. I think if we get over on that road, we should be able to make a stock on them.
Yeah. Yes, perfect.
It's pretty open where they are, so we won't have to get too close, and we should be able to get a shot.
It's a cutover area, but the trees are fairly spaced out, so I think
That's the best bet. I think we should go do that.
yeah, I think so too.
We get as close as we can and follow fresh tracks through the cutover, hoping we find them before they hear us.
Take your time. It's a bull.
I got him. No, I got him. He just went up the hill left. Yeah, I definitely hit him.
You hit him hard. Okay. Just
Now we got him. He ran up over the bank.
give him a minute, and then we'll go. Awesome. Good shot.
Thanks. I didn't even rack another one up. I said, yeah.
You got him. Good job. One shot. Awesome. A lot of work. Awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Moose.
Another good freezer. Beautiful and perfect size animal. Just right.
I gotta call Rob. Rob, pull down. Yeah, I got him. The same place where we were just the other day, actually. Yeah, so excited. I know, I wish you were here. Okay, we'll keep you posted. Thanks, bye. So this is the fur. Terry loves this fur for tying flies right in between the hooves.
Just because he's trampling vegetation all the time.
And it's got a little green tint to it.
You got him?
Oh, there it's handle. All right, so that concludes the long hunt.
The long hunt.
And boy, was it a long hunt.
It was, but like having said that, you'd think it was not successful. But like almost every day we saw a moose.
Yeah.
It was just incredible, mixed with a whole lot of bad luck and bad timing and wind changes that just made it really difficult to get them to get a shot. But you knew with so many moose in the area that you were going to, it was going to happen.
It's just a matter of if we could do it before the snow comes down. So, we're pretty close here today, but we got it done.
It was great.
I wish Rob was here.
I do too, but
Yeah.
it's a great animal. It's going to be fantastic eating. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be so happy to have that all winter. So
Yeah, it'll feed
it's really good.
both the families for the full winter. So it was it's an incredible.
Always tempers the
Opportunity.
sadness of shooting a moose when you know you're going to put it to good use.
Yeah. So that's it for today and for this episode. We are your hosts, Kastine Coleman.
And Terry Byrne.
Thanks for watching.